It is my honor to welcome and interview Dr. H.C. Nagaraj, Principal, Niti Meenakshi Institute of Technology, Bangalore, on behalf of College Dunia. He is member of the Academic Senate of VTU Belgavi and former Dean Faculty of Engineering VTU. So, you have held key positions at education institutes throughout your professional career. So, what are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector, sir?
Good morning. I joined this teaching profession in the year 1981. So I'm having a lot of passion to teach the students and to make them to understand. That is very important. Whatever we teach, if the students are not able to understand, there is no point in teaching. So first of all, we should judge the interest of the students, and we should learn the things, we should update the things, then we should give the real-time examples, the real-time case studies, real-time examples, practical examples you have to do in the classroom so that students will be alert and you will make it interesting. So I'm having a lot of passion to teaching, and since in my teaching career I joined after my BTech degree, then I did my MTech in PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore. I did my PhD from IIT Madras, and I'm having very much interest in teaching and also research. Teaching and research should go hand in hand. So they are the two faces of a single coin. So without teaching, there cannot be research, and without research, there cannot be teaching. So even now, as a principal, also I'm guiding already 6 faculty members have got their doctoral degrees under me, and other 4 are doing their PhD under me. So teaching, we should keep it, and the important thing is we should always update what is happening outside the classroom. Otherwise, we cannot survive in teaching. It is, I say always, lifelong learning. We should have network with the institutions of higher level compared to our college, which is better, like Indian Science. We should have a link with them, and we should take the best practices of the higher level institutions. That is very important. And also we should take some institutions as a benchmarking in our career, and we should reach those benchmarking institutions. That is very important. And recently we are having the national education policy released by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. So we should learn the things, and we should going to come in our country. So this is what I feel. So teaching is a passion. That is, without passion, nothing can be done. So and we can take the horse to water, but we cannot make it to drink. So we have to have the interest. A horse should feel that he should go drink water. Then only we can make the horse to drink water. Otherwise, by pulling, we cannot do that. So that is the principle of mine for students as well as for teachers as well as for myself.
Well said, sir. So, being the principal of Niti Meenakshi Institute of Technology, what is your philosophy of leadership, and how do you describe your leadership style, sir?
Actually, leadership is nothing but it is moving with a team. Always I believe team working in a team. My basic principle is I don't do any checking. In my life, I have not checked anybody, whether they are taking class, whether they are coming to college. I have not checked in my life of 38 years. So I always advise our faculty and students, you work for your consciousness. If what you are doing is correct, you speak to your heart and also consciousness. If you say that what your consciousness or heart says that what you are doing is correct, then you police work in the college. This as a principal, it is not a police work. So I have given full freedom to our faculty members, our students and all. I told them, you please work properly and put a question to yourself whether you're doing correct things or not. If you're not doing correct things, you please improve. For improvement, you meet us, we'll advise you. If you're not able to improve, you can change the profession. You can go to some other area because teaching is not bread and butter of your career. Similarly, research also you have to cultivate. Teaching cannot be there without teaching. They go hand in hand. They are the two faces of a single coin. So that is very important. So freedom and independence is given to our staff members. And also I'm a good listener always. Whatever others say, first I will listen. I will not listen, I will listen. Then at the end I will say, are you having any other problems? Then almost 50 to 75%, if there the anger also, if they are having any anger, it will be reduced. Then with lot of patience, always they say, for me, all others say, so you are having a lot of patience, they say. Patience is the main thing which is helping me to take leadership. I'm already working as a principal since last 18 years. So I'm able to manage without any problem. So
Good words, sir. So, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of your school, sir?
see, marketing, now ours is a Nitte Education Trust. It is a group of institutions. We are having 38 institutions. We are having 3 campuses. One campus in the village known as Nitte. Nitte is a village near Karkala, the birthplace of our founder's wife. Our founder is Justice K. Hegde, who was the Judge of Supreme Court of India. His wife is Meenakshi Hegde. She was born in the village Nitte. Nitte is a small village near Karkala, about 8 kilometers from Karkala and 60 kilometers from Bangalore. So there we are having one small campus which was started in 1979. We started in the engineering college there. And now next campus is in Bangalore, where we are having medical college, dental college, pharmacy college. Then we are also having Nitte deemed to be university. And third campus is Bangalore. So in Bangalore, we are having Nitte Meenakshi Institute of Technology, which was started in the year 2001. We are having School of Architecture, Fashion Technology, International School, then School of Pharmacy. We are having School of Management. Like that in Bangalore, we are having about 8 institutions. Totally, Nitte campus, Bangalore and Bangalore, we are having 38 institutions. So for all these things, we are having a marketing team in the trust office, Bangalore. And my main marketing is not by advertisement. Always the word of mouth is the best form of advertisement. Our students are the best ambassadors. Similarly, our parents are best ambassadors. Our employers who are taking our students for jobs, more than 150 companies are coming to our college every year for selecting our students. So campus recruitment is very good. So the employers, our students, our parents, and our teachers, they are the ambassadors of the college. And by putting advertisement in the newspapers and all, it may improve, but it is not so much effective. Always word of mouth, one person telling the other is the best way of advertisement. So in that way, our some parents are admitted their second child, third child in our college. So parents are happy. And even for one family, there are 3 children studying in our college, first year, third year, and fourth year. So that is the best advertisement. And we are having a separate marketing, and we'll also, your college dunia. So we'll associate with all these things, forums, and having the good facilities in the college. And the students are they are working after working hours. So, and we are giving some small stipend from the college for students to help them financially. So these are things which are very much required for the marketing, and we are getting very good admissions and very good placements in the college.
Great. So, what do you think your roles and responsibility to the university and the students are?
See, actually, I'm there in the member of the university, also academic senate member. This is my 4th time as academic senate member. That is last 12 years. I'm the academic senate member of Vishwa Technological University. I'm also member of port of Pondicherry University, Government of India. I'm also member there. I'm also the chairman for Board of Studies, chairman for Board of Examiners, and dean for Faculty of Engineering for 3 years, appointed by the governor of Karnataka. So a lot of the responsibilities. I'm also member of the UGC panel. I used to go for inspection in India to other colleges. Member of the National Assessment Accreditation. With great, my responsibilities, we have to apply for the quality education. For quality education, there is an accreditation body, National Board of Accreditation by Government of India, National Assessment Accreditation Council by the Government of India, UGC. So they are the quality assessment bodies. So we have taken initiative in our college as well in the university to get the quality assessment by these people. And also in London, there is what is QS ranking. So we also became member of that one. Our college, for our college, which is very much internationally it is recognized. So this accreditation, quality ranking, and this certification by 2F, 12B, they are all very important for the college as well as for the university. And they will indicate the quality factor of the institution. So we cannot survive without quality. That is what I say always. So quality education is a must. And also discipline. I give a lot of importance for discipline. Without discipline, we cannot build any institution. So these are my important plans as a member of the university and member of the college.
And what do you think should be the university's top priority over the next 10 years?
Next 10 years, as I've already told that, the national education policy is coming by Government of India. The national education policy means they are having different universities. One is only degree giving university. Other is only the research university. So only research will be carried out. Other one is only degrees will be given. Other one is both the degrees and research. Like this is what is going to come in national education policy. And a lot of flexibility will be given for students. One student can take music as one of the subject. He can take drawing as one of the subject. He can take painting. He can take economics as a subject. So a lot of flexibility for students will be there. That is called choice-based credit system, CBCS, will be there. So in next 10 years, what I'm planning is we have to move towards national education policy, which is going to be mandatory in our country. And also we should have a lot of linkages with industries. We should have a lot of linkages with R&D organizations and foreign universities. Already we are tied up with Indonesian universities. We are tied up with North Dakota State University from USA, Purdue University from America. We are tied up with all those universities already, but still we have to improve. There is no finishing line for improvement. So we have to tie up with industries, R&D organizations, foreign universities, and research should be focused. In our country, the research has to be focused. Still, it is not in that level, what I feel. So we have to improve our research culture in our country, and it should start from our own institution. So always charity begins at home. So first we should start from our house, start from our institution, then we can move towards the state, then move towards country, then like that. So we should improve our nation by improving our research culture, and we should also introduce the interdisciplinary programs. Now there is no difference between mechanical engineering, civil engineering, computer science, because if you take a car, an automobile, car involves all the things. Civil engineering is there, mechanical engineering is there, electrical engineering is there, computer engineering, everything is there in the car. So now the student should study what is happening in other branch of the engineering. He should not concentrate on only one engineering discipline. That is very important. So multidisciplinary research and multidisciplinary project work, that is the important motto of the college. So we have to look into the other areas, and we should tie up with that. There should be integrity of the different areas in the engineering. Only one engineering branch cannot do anything. So this is what I'm going to give importance. And also choice-based credit system is very important. So the students will be given more choice to take up any subject of his choice. So, and also now the outcome-based education is going to become product-based education in future. So you have to develop a product, and finally it should contribute to society. That is what is going to happen in future. So we have to concentrate on that.
So this NEP is actually liberal arts policy which came through NEP 2020.
Yes. That is going to come now.
Yes. So
from next academic.
So when you first came to Nitti Meenakshi Institute of Technology, what was your vision for the university, and has it evolved over time? And how far along in implementing that vision are you?
See, when I joined this institution, when I took charge as the principal in the year 2003, I wanted to bring our institution to the top, at least top 10 institutions in our Karnataka state. That was my aim. So today, I'm happy to say that it is top 6th as on today. It is the 6th place in the Karnataka state. Out of 225 colleges, our college stands at the 6th place in the state of Karnataka. And ours is the youngest college. It was started in 2001. Within span of 19 years, we have gone to that level. That was my desire, which when in the year 2003, it has been satisfied now. Other one is, I wanted to get accreditation, that is the quality assessment body of the Government of India, that is the NBA, National Board of Accreditation, as well as National Assessment Accreditation Council, both are satisfied because we got A+ grade. Last year, National Assessment Accreditation Council, we got A+ grade, and that is valid for 5 years. Throughout our country, only not even 10% of the colleges have got A+ grade. So our college, within 10% of the colleges in the country to get A+ grade by the National Assessment Accreditation Council, which is the body of the Government of India. And also I'm happy to say that we got the Atal ranking for innovation. We got the 3rd place across India in the private colleges for the year 2020. We got the Honorable Vice President Venkaiah Naidu sir announced recently about 2 months back. Our college is 3rd place in India in the private colleges for the innovation, the Atal Innovation Ranking. We got the 3rd rank. And also we got the World Bank funding, that is called Technical Education Quality Program. We got a World Bank funding of 5.5 crores from the World Bank through the Government of India. Our college was selected in Karnataka. Only 19 colleges got selected in Karnataka. Out of 19, our college also won among that. And we got the best college award also for that. So these are my vision. And I wanted to establish a multidisciplinary research culture, what I told already. We have established 7 centers in the college, and these centers are working very well. The important is, one is satellite. We have launched on 12th July 2000 with the help of ISRO, and the satellite was launched at the height of 627 kilometers above the equator, and it worked very well for 2.5 years. So that is an important achievement, that is designing a small satellite, and we sent it through ISRO from Sriharikota on 12th July 2010. That is one center for research on satellite, center for robotics. We have kept on one robotic robo machine, which has been designed in the college in the Hyderabad, Birla Science Center in Hyderabad, as it is a working model in the museum in Hyderabad. And we are having nanomaterials and MEM center, design engine process simulation, where Industry 4.0 is given importance. And we have taken smart city applications. Smart city applications we are doing in the college. And I have tied up with BBMP. The BBMP we have tied up, and some applications required for Bangalore we are doing now in the college. CFD, computational fluid dynamics, and space and IoT, Internet of Things. Where students are working day and night. Even laboratories will be kept open night 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. They work there and they sleep in the hostels. And for students who are working after working hours, college is helping them, giving some stipend of 5,000 or 8,000 per month. So these are the important things. And the college, these are my vision. But still, my vision is we should make this as one of the private or deemed university in the future. That is my plan for next 10 years. We should make this as a university in Bangalore. Already we are having a deemed university in Bangalore, but we want to have one more in Bangalore. That is my desire. That is my aim to the vision. And I should make this as, it is now at present is 6th in Karnataka. I want to make 1 or 2, or all over India also should be there. Already we got 3rd place in India for innovation. So still we should improve. That is what I feel.
Great, sir. So what do you see as Niti Meenakshi Institute of Technology's greatest strength?
See, our greatest strength is, I told already, idle mind is the devil's workshop. So we should not keep the faculty members or students in idle mind. So that is my first step. You should give some activity for them. If there is no class, they should work on. So we are having so many different clubs in the college, like a music club we are having, NCC. Our college is only college in the Karnataka state, only engineering college in Karnataka state to have the NCC. No other engineering college is having NCC as a subject. I got this subject sanctioned by the Government of India from Delhi. So from Delhi has given sanctioned one subject for us, NCC. That NCC parade and all, that is one thing. Plus NCC subject is there in the college. So students will take that NCC subject, they will be passed. It will come in the marks card also. Ours is the only college having NCC as a part of the curriculum. And NSS is there. We are having astronomy club, Red Cross Society. We are having Chiguru Kannada Association Chiguru. Then sports, then gymnasium. All these things are there. And multi-professional chapters like Computer Society of India, Indian Society for Technical Education, Institute of Electronics Telecommunication Engineers, Society for Automotive Engineers, Aero Club in the college. All these things are there. So students are used to tell them to engage themselves in these clubs. Otherwise, they will waste their time. When there is no class, simply they will be chit-chat, they will waste their time. Is very, very important. So this is students' life is golden life. So I used to tell our teachers also, students also, not to waste their life, to engage in these clubs. And student council is there. Lot of activities we conduct, cultural, curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular activities. All these things we conduct in the college. So always everybody will be engaged. So this is very important. And also I'm happy to say that we have got one aeroplane from Government of India. One defense aeroplane we got from, I wrote a letter to Government of India. I'm happy that Government of India, the defense, has sent an aeroplane to our college. We have kept that aeroplane in the college. We have kept it open so that students can study what is inside the aeroplane. That is there. It is the only college having that one. And we are having aeronautical BE program, BTech program in the college. For that, for aeronautical BTech program, this is very much required. So real aeroplane is there in the campus, which is a working aeroplane from defense. So all these things are there. Aero engine is there. HAL has given aero engine for college. So students should be active. So nobody should be idle. That is my basic principle.
So what are some of the biggest challenges you see both for higher education in general and for Niti Meenakshi Institute of Technology specifically?
See, higher education, the only thing is, main thing is the motivation. Motivation is very, very important. That is the main challenge is to motivate the present day students and present day teachers. Because the present day student teachers, the commitment and dedication is not up to the mark. So the commitment and dedication is getting reduced. So we should motivate the students, motivate the teachers. That is very important. And the present day students, their IQ level is very high, but their hard working is not there. So we have to motivate the students. The motivation is very important. That is the main challenge for us is motivating the students and making them to get committed, because everything is available through internet and all, everything available, but the students will not concentrate in the class. So we should make the students to concentrate in the class. So motivation and making them to concentrate in class, that is very important. So that is the main challenge nowadays.
Yes, so in this case, can you give any suggestions to the current youth and the aspiring students?
Yes, definitely. My suggestion to students is they have to control the internet and the cell phones. So the students, internet, you see, science and technology is very important, but usage of science and technology is more important than the technology itself. So the students should be having control over the smartphone, how to use it, and they should not, our smartphone is necessary. Internet is required, but it should be under our control. We should not be under the control of internet. We should not be under the control of smartphone. So this is my first advice to students is you should have a control over internet and also you should have a control over cell phone. So otherwise you will become prey for that and your career will be lost. So the students, present day students, are IQ level is very high. Their intelligent quotient is very high, but hard working is not there. So my sincere advice to students is hard working has to be done. They have to put in hard working and they should control the internet usage and they should control their cell phone. They are very important. Usage is very, very important. And even for examination, they read the notes from the cell phones. That is not good. Reading the class notes from cell phone, they will, if one student is absent, he will copy down from the students using his WhatsApp or something. So reading notes from the cell phone is not advisable. They should write the notes. Even mathematics subject, our students should write. I used to tell them, don't read mathematics. Mathematics is very much important. You write the mathematics problems. Don't read mathematics. So writing is our present day students. They are very, they want to have everything easy going. They want high score without putting efforts. This is what the student wants. But I am not against this. I used to tell the students, you can score very high marks by putting hard work. Don't try to get a high score without putting hard work. So this is what I used to say. So you please put hard work and control your usage of cell phone, control the usage of internet. Definitely you can.
So how do you enable the all-round development of your students, sir?
All-round in our college, as I already told that, a lot of associations are there, a lot of clubs are there. And I used to tell the students, you have to develop all-round development. That is 360 degrees. Your all-round development is equal. Don't be good only in academics. You should be good in academics, good in co-curricular, like debate, essay writing, etc. And also extracurricular like dance, fashion, all these things. And in our college, you are having dance club also, music club, lot of things. I used to tell them, you take part in all those things. Always participation is more important than winning. So even if you lose any competition, participate in the competitions, learn things and involve yourself in the cultural activities because your mind will be very good. And sound mind in a sound body, sports, engage yourself in sports. Because if you are having sound mind in a sound body, all sports is very much required for your mental relaxation. So engage yourself in sports activities, cultural activities, and all-round development, 360 degree development is required. So then only you can come up in life. And if you lose in some competition, nothing to worry. Always failures are the stepping stones to success. Always I used to say. If you fail once, no problem. Next time you definitely will win. So participation is more important than winning. And I used to tell all our students to take part in all activities, hackathons. And in our India, we got several prizes in Ahmedabad, Chennai, the national hackathons where our students have got first prize, second prize. And even we are conducting hackathons and participate in the formula racing cars. We have done the racing cars in the college. We got several prizes in the racing cars. And our TVS has given a scooter for our college to do an experiment, conversion, the reduction of petrol by using biodiesel, the biodiesel or biopetrol. So the TVS has given a vehicle for us to do some experiments. And Toyota has given Innova engine for our college. Toyota company has given Innova engine free of cost. BMW has given car engine. So they have given us to do some experiments to see that petrol consumption will be reduced, and also more mileage and more efficiency, all these things. So I used to tell students to take part in all these things. Study is one thing, but study is not only one thing in your career. You should have all-round development. So improve your skills, communication skills, technical skills, and studies, and participate in various clubs, NCC, NSS, Red Cross Society, all these things, and contribute to society. So the contribution to society, contribution to nation is very, very important. Even during COVID time, we went to so many villages. We donated so many books. We donated food packets. We donated pencils, pens, everything to school children, and we gave a lot of food items to village people. We donated during lockdown period. So we should do something to the contribution to society. So always we should have that is very important. Students should be an all-rounder. I don't want them only in studies only. They should be an all-rounder, and they should contribute to society at a large scale, and they should become good citizens of our country. That is what I want. That is my final goal is our students should be good citizens of our nation. This is what I feel.
So congratulations, sir. You have got so much of accreditations and awards and other things from the government of initiatives like, taking from the Toyota or the aeronautical engineering. So much is happening within the institute, and thanks for your time and insightful thoughts on education, sir. It gave us a broad picture about what students can expect from the college and the course. Also, what is expected from the students to join NITI Meenakshi Institute of Technology. So wishing you have a great day ahead, and wishing you have a more insightful students also. And yeah,
Thank you.